I'm back again, Margaret. I wanted to get this video in before Shabbat starts, so this had just came out. I got a notification on my phone, came out a little bit ago on our local news, so I'm sure it's going to be spread throughout the nation, I'm sure. So I've got an article here, and this is more or less like a follow-up on that train derailment in East Palestine, Ohio. I'm sure many of you remember that because, hell, the Prepper channels carried on and on and on and on, regardless of me pointing out, and others, and I'm not the only one, about the extremely short half-life of many of the chemicals involved. But we were just trying to give people the information, the data. They were trying to profit by scaring people, so a little difference in motive, I believe. Here is the article that had came out today. EPA weighs formal review of vinyl chloride, toxic chemical that burned in Ohio train derailment. Of course, I'll link this article in the description and first comment to the video. Goes on to say the Biden administration says it could soon launch a formal evaluation of risk posed by vinyl chloride, the cancer-causing chemical that burned in a towering plume of toxic black smoke following the fiery train derailment in East Palestine, Ohio. Nah, they're not trying to sway your emotions anyway in this article whatsoever. They're just giving you information. They're not trying to tell you how you should feel about it at all. The Environmental Protection Agency is set to review risk posed by a handful of chemicals later this year and is considering chemicals used for plastic production as a key benchmark. Vinyl chloride is among a range of chemicals eligible for review, and EPA could begin a risk evaluation on vinyl chloride in the near future, the agency said in a statement to the Associated Press. If selected, EPA would study vinyl chloride to determine whether it poses an unreasonable risk to human health or the environment, a process that would take at least 3 years. Believe me, I'm going somewhere with all this. Environmental and public health activists cheered the development, saying EPA should have banned vinyl chloride years ago. This is eerily reminiscent to what they're doing in other industries. Getting rid of our only way of doing it before we've got a new way of doing it. Like with energy. Kind of doing the same thing here. Oh, we're going to get rid of plastics before we have any. I mean, we've got plenty of things to replace it. That's the most mind-blowing part of all of this. Is the number of alternatives that we have on everything from fuel to plastics, right? Hemp. I mean, I could tell you about one plant that would cover the whole range from fuel to plastics and be biodegradable and be a great way to clean the air because weed cleans the air like no other plant. I'm telling you, it is mind-blowing to me why we allow them to steer our discussions. What do I mean by that? Well, because they want us to be talking just about plastics and whether or not we should ban plastics. But they damn well won't allow us to introduce hemp into the discussion. Damn well they won't. Because not the right people are going to be making money there. And that's what this is about. This isn't about doing anything for anyone other than the coffers of the friends of the people in power. Because that's the way it works. Let me continue on. It says, if one positive thing can come out of the toxic train derailment in East Palestine, and I would argue nothing positive has come out of it so far, it is for the Biden administration to use their existing legal authority to start the process to ban vinyl chloride, said Judith Inc., a former regional EPA administrator and president of Beyond Plastics, an advocacy group that seeks to end plastic pollution. That accident was a chilling warning that we must act now to ban petrochemicals like vinyl chloride and keep communities safe from known carcinogens. Now wait, we're going to revisit that. Added Heather McTeer-Toney, another former regional EPA administrator who leads a separate group called Beyond Petrochemicals. Vinyl chloride is a flammable gas used to make polyvinyl chloride plastic, better known as PVC. The chemical is found in plastic PVC pipes as well as vinyl siding, packaging, and a range of consumer goods, including furniture, car parts, shower curtains, and toys used by children and pets. Ooh, beware, be scared. Right? Inhalation of vinyl chloride has been linked to liver cancer and other health problems according to the National Cancer Institute, and its use has long been banned in cosmetics, hairspray, and other personal products. Now hold up, because we got the whole humdinger right here in the very last sentence. Not of the article, mind you. I'm not going to read this entire book, but, I think you're going to get my point here. The very last sentence of that paragraph says PVC plastic is not a known or suspected carcinogen, the agency said. So, beware, beware, beware. If you inhale, and you die. But after the chemical is used to produce the product itself is benign. There's a lot of dangerous things that we do in this world in order to produce products that we need every day. We can't start safety solving every damn thing on the planet, because if we do, we're gonna die. At some point, we have to look at the situation and say, okay, we have to make sure that we're not cutting off our nose to spite our face, like we've done, for instance, in the energy industry, just as an example. But I don't think this is just happenstance either. I think this is a part of the bigger picture and a part of the eliminating everything else in the world so that others can have complete control. Again, I would argue that we need to be having the discussion about hemp and hemp-based products, including graphene batteries, hemp-based graphene batteries. That would be a nice discussion to have. Why can't we have those discussions? People get shunned for trying to have those discussions. Why is that? Shalom.